Hello, good morning and welcome back to the Fish Locker out on the boat. We are out early. 4. I like a bit of a number sequence. I'll take that as good luck. Yeah, we're out early doors. The sun is literally just cracking the horizon over there. The reason I'm out so early is because it is a very sloppy day today. It is minging. It's been rough for about 4 days and we've got a week of it coming, and this is the only bit of a lull in the weather that I've got. So I'm out to go and check my pots. Let's go! Yeah! It's not the nicest of days out here. I try to work my pots over low water slack, so that there's less water to haul them in, and also so there's less tide. We are going to have a bit of wind. So I've got about an hour period where I can work these pots and it'll be as comfortable as possible. After that, it's going to get worse. Come on. One of the pots is jammed up bottom. Yeah. What we have got might be a problem is I think somebody else has shot their gear over mine, which means that as I'm hauling mine up, I'm also hauling theirs up at the same time, because theirs is strung over mine. Hopefully it's not the case and it's just close to me. Hopefully. Best case scenario is that it's just stuck. Be able to free it up. Oh. Come on. Right. Last one. There is a very unusual one in one of these pots here. Whew. Yeah, what had happened there was one of these pots had got stuck in a rock on a seabed. So all I did was I just run the boat astern round in a circle, try and find a way to get it out. If you're going to do that, you've got to be really careful, because you're effectively you're anchored to the seabed by the back of the boat. So if you go too heavy at it, you can either rip part of the boat off or you can pull the boat under the water. Let's get these ropes from underneath my feet and we'll sort these pots out. Might be able to see there's a bit of motion, and over there behind my shoulder it is wet. Yeah, just got a couple of male spider crabs in this one. See how much redder this guy is here. He's got a lot more red in him, hasn't he, than that one. Both males. This one will be sized, this is undersized. But we, tell you what, you are making a nuisance of yourself, lad. We'll do this pot, then we'll do the other one. Because like I say, the other one has got a really special lobster in it. Undersized female, she's well undersized. Everything today is really full of attitude. A little male brown edible crab. And a little ballon wrasse. Now this is actually, I'm going to dispatch this, I'm going to put it back in the pot as bait. Another brown edible. This is a normal pigmentation lobster, and this one here, don't do it, let go. This is almost an albino. See the colour difference? How much yellow and white this guy's got in him. It's still a European lobster. It's still a blue, as you can see, because it's got some blue. But this has almost got the colorations of an American lobster. It's all a pigmentation mutation. So the pigmentation, the blue, if you get a pure blue, like a royal blue, which people say are like 1 in a million. I don't believe they're 1 in a million. They're rare, but I've seen probably a dozen in my life, and I haven't seen 12 million lobsters. It's an axanthin mutation, being that they're all blue. Now these guys, this is a normal colour. He'll be a variation. A little bit of blue, a little bit of white, a little bit of orange. This guy has got a tiny amount of blue, and the majority is white and orange, and even a little bit green. So yeah, it's a pigmentation mutation. I am going to put this guy aside. He's too small to keep. I'm going to put him aside, put him in a bucket, and I'm going to take some photos of him, because this is a special one. Yeah. The English lobsters, these ones, well, both of these ones, but a normal one, it's Homarus gammarus, and the American ones are Homarus americanus. They are more green and brown, whereas the European ones are all some shade of blue. Undersized. This one is undersized. Like I said, I'm not keeping it. I'm just going to put it in a bucket so I can take some photos. Because you do not see very many of them. These pots, I've got two different types of pots here. These ones are soft-eyed pots with a bait bag, and the one underneath here is a hard-eye top entry pot with a parlour on the back. I'll bait them all up, we'll get them shot back. Quick tidy down, we'll go and get the next ones. Yeah, that guy is a special one. Now he has just got very strange genetics, because he is still partly blue, isn't he? It is 100%, it is still a European lobster. But yeah, just lots of white, yellow and green. Well, it was nice to meet you, fella. Oh, this is a dirty rope. Oh, gonna be a job pulling this one. I don't know if you can see that, what's in there. There, look. You're a flipping great conger reel in that pot. Whoa. Come on, last one. Well, that's interesting. I don't quite know how I'm going to get them out of there though. This is going to be a challenge. Yeah, I worked these pots on a new bit of ground. Yeah, I worked these pots on a new bit of ground that I've not worked before. And there must be a lot of conger reels in there. Don't worry about them, they're really hardy. They don't mind a couple of minutes like this in boat. As long as they're cool and they're damp, they can survive fine for the 15 minutes it'll take me to get them all out. First pot's 3 lobsters in it. These two are definitely undersized. This one might be. Go on, let go. Let go. Come on, you're being a nuisance now. Don't hold on to the pot. No, I think he's going to be under, but he might be just under. Yeah, 87. 3mm undersized. Not much left in there, is there? Don't know how well you can see that eel in there, but he's a big one. That's how big he is. Couple of crabs in there, a little lobster at the back, and a flipping great conger reel. And another one in there, look. The easiest thing to do with you is to just and away it goes. Yeah. Other than him just absolutely battering the camera, he's away. Little tiny brown edible. Slightly bigger female brown edible. She is, yeah, just on the softer side of hard. Yeah, she'd be just about on minimum if she wasn't soft. Another female, whoop, juggling with it. And an angry little tiny male lobster. Tell you what, I bet he's thankful now. I've got rid of that great conger reel in there. He was probably just keeping his head down, just saying, please don't see me, please don't see me. Oh. This smaller reel, actually, I'm going to keep this, dispatch it, and I'm going to use it to bait the last fleet of pots. First things first. Let go. I'll let go, you idiot. There we go. First things first. That's a nice lobster. Very pink. Very pink. Ooh, I tell you what. This one is probably... Oh, yes. 91. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think the other lobster in there is a bit undersized. Right. Gauge these swells. Yeah. Too small. And this crab is way too small. We do have a little decorator crab in the back, but yeah, that eel, all I'm going to do is I'm going to tip the pot out into a barrel so it's inside the boat, dispatch it, and then I can use that to bait the other pots with. There's no point trying to fight with them and trying to grab hold of them, because when they've been brought up like that, when you bring them up with a fishing rod, you tire them out by the time you get them to the boat. That thing there just wants to fight with me. You can see here, it's just a little tiny spider crab that's adorned himself with seaweeds, like a little decorator. Let's get these pots rebaited, get the rope sorted, get them shot back. Clean down, get the next ones. Right. Oh, a bit of a chew, but I got them. Bit of slopping about now, a bit of rocking and rolling. This here, I mean, this is a female lobster. She has lost both of those claws at some point and she's in the process of growing them back. But also, that there, calm down girl, I'm not going to hurt you. That there is a V-notch that's growing out. Sorry, I can't hold it still for you. That there, look. So this girl has been V-notched. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick another V in there just to double it up, because that one's almost grown out. I'll talk to you about her in a second. I'll just stick it down here. But yeah, that girl would be big enough to keep, but she's been V-notched, so you've got to put her back. Now what V-notching is there is a bylaw that protects pregnant female lobsters. If you catch one that's pregnant, you can put a V-notch in it, so that you can't land a lobster when it's got eggs, but when it sheds its eggs, there's nothing to protect it. The V-notches protect proven breeding females, so that there's a breeding stock on the ground. Easy way of explaining it. Too small, way too small. Right, look, you see that one's got damage there in its tail. That's just damage. That's been fighting with a crab or a lobster and it's got it damaged. If it's going to be a V-notch, it's going to be either in that tail fan or that tail fan, never the middle. You don't V-notch the middle because that's where its nervous system runs and its digestive system. So yeah, that's just a bit of damage. Too small to keep anyway. And the male spider crab. Now this is a really attractive lobster. This one, I'm going to put money on it being big enough. Let go. That is a beautiful looking lobster. Loads of pink and white in it. Yeah, I would put him... Where's my tape measure? Put this guy at being about 95. $96 mil. Minimum landing size in my area is 90 mil, so this guy's well over the legal limit. I'm taking him home. And also at the back of there is a female brown edible crab. Right, let's get these baited and shot back. There we are. Reuse that conger in these pots. Yeah, this lady, oh, calm yourself down, I'm not going to hurt you. This lady with the growing out V, I'm going to stick another one in that other fan, just to give her a bit more added protection. Now these V-notches, it doesn't hurt them, and it may protect her for the next 3 or 4 seasons. Yeah, look. The old and the new. Here, a quick photo and we'll drop her back. There you go. There's the old one. There's the new one. See you later. Lazy girl. We have managed a stunning pair of lobsters. These are actually very similar. If you can see, they've all got quite a lot of white and quite a lot of pink in them. Yeah, it's unusual that. But they've got opposite side hands, left and right hands. Yeah. You don't often get them with a lot of pink in, so it's quite nice. In fact, we have had quite a few strange ones today. We had that white and yellow and green one. We had the V-notch that had grown out, and the 2 size lobsters are 2 pinkies. You have got an invite to dinner, lads. I hope you enjoy. Well, it's getting quite sloppy now. I don't know if you can see it. It's time to get back in. I hope you've enjoyed joining me. I hope you found it interesting. All the very best. See you later.